Hey guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a review and a comparison of the newest brush from Felicia Leatherwood. This is the D2 Detangler Brush. So I'm excited to use it, but I'm also going to be comparing it to her original Detangler Brush, which I absolutely love. But before we jump right into the video, are you guys subscribed? If not, go ahead and click that subscribe button below, and also make sure you click the bell so that you're notified every single time I post a brand new video. Well, let's get straight into it. Sorry guys, I have just washed my hair with just some shampoo. Nowadays, I'm just using Aussie Moist shampoo just to make sure that I get my hair as clean as possible. I'm actually going to be testing out this detangler with a deep conditioner. So today's deep conditioner of choice is this Maui. And this is their Volcanic Ash Scalp Care Mask for dull and congested hair. Congested, very interesting. I haven't never used this before. I have used some other versions of Maui's deep conditioner for moisture, but this one seemed interesting, and I'm pretty sure I probably bought it during Walgreens, one of their BOGO sales, so you just feel obliged to go ahead and get the free one as well. This is what it looks like in the inside. That's like a perfect filled spiral. I got this a while ago, so for it to still look like that is pretty cool. So my plan today to make sure that I can really compare Felicia's new brush to her old brush is to use the newer brush on my right side and use the older brush on my left. So this is the packaging of the actual brush. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. From what I can remember, this packaging was very similar to what her first brush came in, so not too many changes there. And I'm going to be looking on my phone to talk about some of the comparisons. So again, she's calling this her D2 Detangler Brush. It comes in more vibrant colors. I went with this pretty violet purple here. So when I purchased the brush, I bought it during a pre-sale. So I was able to save $4 and I got it for $13.99, but this runs regular price $17.99. Now, a couple of things that she talks about are new and different are actually the bristles of the brush. As you can see here, the new detangling brush, the tips are slightly rounder than the old one, which she says is going to help keep your scalp nice and healthy and essentially damage-free. Another one of the changes that you can automatically see is the handle. So the black one here, which is the original one, it has a much wider handle, and in her description she discussed people with carpal tunnel or wrist injuries that the new one is going to be easier to grip. But even with me not having any issues with my wrists, this one is just much easier. This feels very wide, and even with me having longer fingers, I feel like I'm really struggling with where to grab it. And this is just much more comfortable. And I think she did a good job with kind of rounding out the edges. This looks very square. Everything about it has kind of more square lines, and this is giving me more of a rounded look. So for whatever reason, I thought that this new brush was going to have wider gaps in between each row, but essentially they're exactly the same. Nothing's changed there, so nothing's wider. Now on this newer brush, it's also a heavier, more durable plastic, which is great. I haven't had any issues with this. I know sometimes cheap brushes and combs with my texture of hair, they will snap on you and break on you, but I've had this for over a year and I haven't had any issues, so it would be great if it's even more durable than the original. She also discussed that this one is now heat resistant, which the last one wasn't. So if you wanted to use this to create tension for a blowout, you could also use this brush as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get started with my deep conditioner and see exactly what I feel like is different with the use of the two brushes. So I'm gonna get started here on my right side with one of my front sections. I also just grabbed a bottle of water in case my hair dries out as I'm trying to get this deep conditioner in. And I'm gonna be very generous I know with everything that's going on right now and people are staying in more and not going out as much, I am definitely trying to stay on my deep conditioner game and be more consistent with that and just try new things to make sure that my hair is as healthy and happy as possible. So I was really excited to give this detangling brush a shot. And I'm also going to just be doing a slight finger detangle because, as I said, I came straight out of the sink to do this, and I don't want to rip my hair out just for demonstration purposes. So this is what I would normally do before I go in with any type of detangling tool anyway, so it should be good to go. So I'm going to go in on our ends. That was a breeze. Go up a little more. One thing I love about this brush, which is why I had no issues with going in to see what she had improved, because I really love the first one, is that it doesn't really create any tension and it really allows you to just glide through your hair. I think one of the things, or one of the phrases that she uses when advertising this new brush is it glides like glass. So, you know, that's always good to know and good to see when it's not creating more damage as you're trying to detangle. So I can truly appreciate that. So as you can see, that was good. I didn't have much resistance, but I'm gonna be honest with you, this portion of my hair is not as dense as some of these back portions, and it doesn't have as much texture to it. So this portion would normally be the easier part. So after I go to my other side, I'll definitely give you guys a demonstration on my thickest part of my hair, the hair that has a lot of texture to it, and this will definitely give the brush a run for its money. So I'm going to go on to my second side, and we're going to be using the original Detangler brush. Putting some more of this deep conditioner in. I usually use deep conditioners that, I don't know, I like to see my product on my hair, and this is really soaking in. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but quick pause. All right, I know I said I didn't love this deep conditioner, but after I put on my heated cap and let it sit for a while, I really like the results. My hair was super soft and manageable, so I will be using this deep conditioner again. Wanted to give you guys an update and just briefly break in, but that's it, so let's get back into the video. I do like to be generous with deep conditioners and making sure that if this is supposed to be the time where I'm kind of rehydrating or nourishing my hair, I can't be cheap about it. So, and deep conditioners, I go through them so quickly, especially now that I'm trying to maintain a more consistent routine, but it's worth it in the long run for healthy hair. All right, I'm gonna go in with the original brush. Again, I can tell that the handle is a little wider. That's kind of the first thing I noticed. And also with me having product on my hand, it makes it harder for me to kind of find that perfect spot. But let's see, tangling wise. So I seem to have to go through that a little bit more than I did on my other side. A couple more times. So I stop when I feel resistance and kind of go back through it. I just don't push through it, trying to prevent any breakage. And with that right there, I did touch my scalp, and I definitely can tell that this is a lot sharper than her newer version that she came out with. So again, that's another improvement that I'm glad she made. So from that pass, it does seem like her newer version handled the detangling process a little bit better. It seemed to be a little quicker, but I'm not sure if I just like roughed up that side of my head a little bit more and it had more tangles in it anyways. But from that first kind of pass through and first version, it seemed that Her D2 is doing a little better. So this is gonna be the real deal here. So let's go into the second part. And not only is this like the thickest and kinkiest part of my hair, but on the opposite side of things, it's also super fragile for me. It's the shortest part of my hair. And honestly, I just need to take more time nurturing it, because what is probably happening is, because it is the thickest texture for me, I need to consistently separate this part out so that it can get some specialized treatment when it comes to detangling, and I'm not just ripping the brush or comb through it, because it is a different texture around it. So definitely going to be focusing on that as we get this routine ready to go. So I'm going in again with the new detangling brush, starting on the ends. Okay, took a couple passes there. Okay, pretty good. Can you guys see here, like there's some resistance here? As you can see, the bristles are spreading apart a little bit wider than they normally maintain themselves. And that's one of the things that I really like about this brush, is it doesn't just kind of go in and rip out your hair. So, okay, that was a good run. I'm gonna put some more deep conditioner at the top. Like I said, this is a more fragile part of my hair, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more love. All right, again, starting at the ends. To be honest with you, I don't think I had any more resistance on this side than I did on the other. This is definitely, like I said earlier, a different texture of my hair. So I expected it to take a little bit more time for me to be able to go through it, but it seems to be fairly consistent on the other side as well. So maybe similar when it comes to the actual use of the product. So I am going to finish up these last two sections in the back, throw on a shower cap and a hot head heated cap, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final review. So for my final review, I think both brushes are great brushes. If you already have the original and you don't mind the handle, the only difference I would say is that the rounded tip made for a better experience on the new version if it did hit my scalp. But other than that, I didn't really see any major differences. And also, I use a blow dryer comb attachment, so I would actually never use either one of these to blow dry my hair. Now, they are both on our website currently for $17.99. But if you're looking to have a second brush, or you want to gift something to a friend, then absolutely, I would definitely go and buy this brush and really enjoy it. And nobody can ever have too many detangling brushes. You can throw one in a travel bag, which she also has travel versions as well. But why not? It's a great brush, both the old and the new, but her adjustments of the handles and the rounding of the tip, and if you like to blow dry your hair, being heat resistant for blow dry is really great. So for $17.99, I think that this was a great buy, especially if you caught it on the pre-sale. And I would tell you, if you're looking for a brush, go ahead and check it out. Also, I kind of want to show this to you too. So you see here it says D2. That lets you know that you are getting an official one. I have heard a lot lately that a lot of business owners, especially Black-owned businesses, are finding that their products are being duped. So she has included this so that you know that you're getting the real deal. So guys, with everything that's going on in our society, if you're really looking to support someone, make sure that you're supporting by buying the actual real product. I hope you guys enjoyed that comparison between the original detangling brush from Felicia as well as her D2 version. Again, one of my favorite detangling brushes. And even when we're wearing protective styles like this, we gotta remember that we have to detangle our hair, keep it moisturized, and keep it healthy. Thanks so much for watching this video today. Subscribe if you haven't, and also make sure to click the notification bell so you know when I bring you another exciting video. See you guys later.